I cop it, said knock knock, I'm on this. I'm hot bitch, like a hot bitch, it's topless. I walk in, I got this, radio drop this. Hot shit, just watch this, I fucking promise. Too lit, do not miss your chance to cop this. Will you capture it, or just let it slip? Oh, they say I wanna be him, cause my rap is tight. No, really, they just give a fuck that I ain't black and white. I'm not anyone else, man, I'm one of a kind. So sit back, relax, and listen one more time. I said I got this, none of this radio pop shit. I dropped this, turning back the clock to rock shit. I cop it, said knock knock, I'm on this. I'm hot bitch, like a hot bitch, it's topless. I said I got this, none of this radio pop shit. I dropped this, turning back the clock to rock shit. I cop it, said knock knock, I'm on this. I'm hot bitch, like a hot bitch, it's topless. I love the girls that fuck with my music. Getting referrals from the girls, love to booze it. Party and lose it, that's the life I'm choosing. Not losing, that's my 2 cents, so use it. You know I'm back, as a matter of fact. I'm better than ever, never been better. I know that, I wrote that. Sipping on some coke and no jack. Quit staring, bitch, and take a pic. Kodak, I threaten the game, cause money and fame, they don't affect my brain. It's fucking all the same. I'm sick of hearing about these Insta names with Insta fame. Take a pic, sick, you're lame. A quick fix to shame. You lick dick for fame. A thick chick is slain. A chick picked you late. I think I've gone insane. I think I've lost my brain. And honestly, I'm a motherfucking novelty. Said I got this, none of this radio pop shit. I dropped this, turning back the clock to rock shit. I cop it, said knock knock, I'm on this. I'm hot bitch, like a hot bitch, it's topless. I said I got this, none of this radio pop shit. I dropped this, turning back the clock to rock shit. I cop it, said knock knock, I'm on this. I'm hot bitch, like a hot bitch, it's topless.
This is the Motor Cop Chronicles podcast with the midweek news. Join your hosts, Iceman and Holstera, 2 law enforcement professionals ready to offer their unfiltered opinions on the latest news from the world of law enforcement. No filters, no edits. So be warned, the content may be upsetting to some listeners. Sit down and hold up. This may get a little bumpy.
Yeah, it will.
Welcome to the Midweek News, Motor Cop Chronicles podcast. As you can see, it's just me on the camera tonight. Holstera is here.
I'm here. I'm just a ghost. I'm on that couch back here.
Unfortunately, he went to a Christmas party. If y'all listen to the other podcasts, that Santa is gay now. He ran into Santa at the Christmas party. Santa sat on Holstera's face and gave him the gonosyphilitis all over his face. And he now he has gonosyphilitis on his face, and he don't want to be on camera. I mean, if you get gonosyphilitis on your face, you don't want to be on camera.
Yeah, it'll flare up if I get seen.
It's pretty bad. I saw him. I had nightmares that night and threw up 3 times. So it's pretty bad. So do not let gay Santa sit on your face. It's really, really bad. So,
only a good friend like you gets away with that shit.
on the real, he does. He come down with some shingles, but he's feeling better. He just ain't looking better. So
no,
but he's here in audio only. So
the show must go on.
Remember to like and subscribe on YouTube. Facebook, if you're on YouTube, hit the bell so you know when we do go live. Share. Please share us with other people. Help us grow.
Is my mic on?
Yeah, well, I hear you.
Okay, good.
And like I said, share, like us, follow on Facebook. If you're on the audio, if you're just listening on audio and you're on Apple, go ahead and hit 5 stars, write a rave review. I will read it. And also,
yeah, you will.
Go check out Liberty Freedom Whiskey Podcast. It is on Apple and all the other platforms now, I believe. go check it out. We have 2 episodes on that. We'll probably be doing one Friday because I'm going to be busy Saturday again. We're trying to do for Saturdays, but right now I'm got stuff I'm doing on Saturdays extra money wise because it is Christmas time.
I got that thing on Friday, right? Yeah.
What you got on Friday?
Well, remember my daughter's in the ROTC, and they got that big nighttime parade for the county for Christmas.
We'll figure something out. We'll have something done this weekend, or maybe Sunday. We'll be putting out episode number 3. Anyway, we're gonna get this crap started. Warning ahead of time, just like it said in the intro, we may trigger some people and piss some people off. So I doubt any liberals, Democrats listen to us. But if you do, you're gonna get pissed off. So go get you a napkin.
Or you might enjoy it and switch teams.
They might teach them something or whatever. We got quite a bit of stories to go over, so we'll get it started. I only sent you a part of one. If anyone don't know, it hasn't been real like national news or anything like that. Go figure. In San Francisco, home of the San Francisco treat rice-a-roni, which is probably one of the few good things that has come out of there. Anyway, before I do start the story, I forgot. I even wrote myself a note and forgot. I want to thank some of our listeners in states. We appreciate y'all. And some standout states, of course, would be the state of Washington. It's one of our higher download states. California, which as much as I dog on California, I'm surprised y'all listen to me, but I do appreciate it. Y'all must just be trapped and can't get out.
There's a lot of them.
North Carolina is one of our highest states. Illinois.
Did you say Illinois?
Yes, I did say it like that. Texas.
Okay.
And Louisiana. And Michigan also. Those are our highest downloaded states. We appreciate every one of y'all. And thank y'all for listening, coming back. Share it with your friends. Share it with your enemies. Help us grow. Anyway, we're going to go back. There is a restaurant in San Francisco, California. And the name of this restaurant is called Hilda and Jesse. Hilda and Jesse. It's a bistro or something. It's kind of brunch bistro. I think it's fairly new.
Oh, I see it now, but it's like 4 down.
Yeah, I didn't send them time. I want to play a little short video. I pause shit during it because if you don't pause stuff when you're playing stuff, they'll zap the fuck out of you. So let's start with this right here. We're just going to jump straight off into it. Let's do this right here. Oh, look, I turned a little. All right, let's start with the first video.
Word is spreading fast, and there is a social media firestorm erupting. Tonight, one of the owners is explaining their decision in an exclusive interview with me. San Francisco's police chief is also reacting. Staff at North Beach brunch spot Hilda and Jesse seated the uniformed officers at a table Friday. But then staffers grew uncomfortable by their presence and asked the officers to leave, which they did. One of the owners tells me the decision to turn them away has nothing to do with who they were, but what the officers were all carrying.
It's not about the fact that we are anti-police. It is about the fact that we do not.
Y'all see her, this lady thing here. She's one of the co-owners. And, she only gave this interview to this lady on this ABC 7 News. So.
Not allow weapons in our restaurant.
They do not allow weapons in a restaurant. So I guess they want the cops to go put their guns in their cars and come in unarmed in full uniform and eat. Never going to happen. Never going to happen.
We were uncomfortable, and so we politely asked them to leave.
They were uncomfortable because the cops had guns on. Asked them to leave.
It has nothing to do with the fact that they were officers and everything to do with the fact that they were carrying guns.
They're cops. That's what cops do in the United States. We carry weapons to help protect stupid people like you.
Silcox says the officers are welcome to come back to the restaurant without their weapons.
Y'all hear that? I need to rewind it. The officers are welcome to come back to the restaurant without their weapons. Okay. The fuck?
The staff would be happy to serve them. She agreed to the interview with me to clarify false narratives on social media right now about why the officers were asked to leave. Tonight, San Francisco Police Chief William Scott also weighed in. He said, quote, "The San Francisco Police Department stands for safety with respect, even when it means respecting wishes that our officers and I find discouraging and personally disappointing. I believe the vast majority of San Franciscans welcome their police officers who deserve to know that they are appreciated for the difficult job we ask them to do in their uniforms to keep our neighborhoods and businesses safe."
All right. We saw that. I think I lost Holster. I'm going to try to call him on the phone. I don't know what kind of issue he had. I noticed he wasn't saying nothing during that. Hello?
Hey, buddy.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, Skype
Hey.
like just fucking hung up on me.
There you go. Anyway, we'll just do it on the phone.
All right, we'll do it on the phone.
Anyway, what you think about that video?
Oh, dude, that irritates the shit out of me. And we apologize and we respect what you do for a living, but fuck you, get out of my restaurant.
You have
no,
gun. You have
What
you
do
have
they used to
weapons
call that? A
on.
left-handed comment?
Yeah. Well, anyway, we had this part. That lady just fucking.
And that's right,
Good
Alex. In next week's news, certain restaurants is robbed at gunpoint and police show up with pillows.
Yeah.
Abso-fucking-lutely.
Well, the second video here.
I think it's nice.
These are people. I cut the video. It was way longer. These are other people that live in this area that they interviewed. So I guess we're going to see why. I guess these people think like this also because this area, obviously.
Well, it was the
San Francisco.
staffers, right?
Yeah,
They
the
didn't say
staffers,
they-
but these are people that just interviewed on the street and asked what they thought about it. They're some high dollar individuals here. Let's listen to see what these people in this Bay Area where they live, what they have
It's
to think
San Fran,
about it.
but yeah, let's see.
I think it's nice that an employee can feel comfortable to say what they think and that they can be supported by their boss. It's kind of a rarity. And if it makes people feel more comfortable, both as employees and as customers, then, I don't see a problem with it.
Another passerby didn't agree with the officers being seated, then quickly
Yes, I just, if that's what makes them feel safe, we're going to do that because I look like a rabbit with my two front teeth really big and I'm eat lots of carrots. So obviously, if that it makes me feel better to make fun of your front teeth there, Missy. So it's okay,
Hell
then,
yeah.
right? Is all right, Dan? Yeah, okay. I don't really care if it's okay or not. She's obviously a fucking idiot also, but let's listen to what this other man had to say.
dismissed.
You let them
Goes back
in
to San Fran.
knowing that they have the weapon. Why would you stop them halfway? If you don't feel uncomfortable, you should have stopped them right in the beginning.
While
I
many
agree with
argue a
him.
police presence should make people feel safer, a man who lives near
Yeah, police.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Except for this man right here. Listen what Mr. Joe Dirt here has to say about it.
by disagrees.
Anytime the police enter our community, it always makes me less comfortable.
It's like, how am I supposed to get kids in my van with all these damn cops around?
Right, I'm pretty sure I've seen him at an Antifa rally last year.
Yeah, I got puppies in my white panel van over here that is not creepy at all. No. I just like lollipops. That's why I carry them in my pocket.
In all times.
Anyway,
I mean, one of the most sickening things about this is, when was the last time you heard a case of police brutality coming out of fucking San Francisco?
oh my God,
I mean, their cops are about as fruity as never mind.
It's this whole restaurant here thing. Anyway, they been getting a zap. This shit popped up. Here's another little thing on it. I'm gonna look at the comments if we have any in a minute. I can't do both.
Follow up now to a story we first told.
This is where they apologize now. It's like, think we fucked up.
Follow up now to a story we first told you about last night. A San Francisco restaurant is apologizing after its staff refused to serve 3 uniformed police officers.
We fucked up. We're sorry. Because everybody's bashing on us now.
North Beach restaurant, Hilda and Jesse, asked the officers to leave because the staff felt uncomfortable by the presence of their weapons. It led to swift backlash on Yelp and other social media. Co-owners are now calling it an unfortunate incident and mistake. In a statement they posted on Instagram, it reads in part, quote, "We are grateful to all members of the force who work hard to keep us safe, especially during these challenges."
Do you see this word they have up here? We hope this will be a teachable moment for us. No, you're just a fucking idiot.
Yeah, it was a teachable moment, motherfucker. Your budget just went way down.
That's just like one of those, I don't know, liberal words. It was a teachable moment. Just say you fucked up and you're a dumbass. And
yeah, they were trying to be woke and it backfired. They thought their area was a little bit more supportive.
Well, Cletus out there thought so.
Times. We hope this will be a teachable moment for us as we repair and continue to build bridges with the SFPD.
I wouldn't eat at that fucking restaurant if they fed me free.
Hell no. I mean, look, if you're afraid to have a cop eating in your restaurant and you throw them out, the odds are that if you were forced to serve them, you're probably going to put shit in their food.
Yeah.
Happens all over America. Glass, spit, everything else. Fuck that. No, I'm not eating there.
Spit is delicious.
Well,
I'm just joking. I'm pretty sure I've eaten some. Anyway, I went to Yelp. I went to Yelp because I was going to 1-star them fucker. No, I hadn't eaten there just because I don't like their policies. And this is what popped up on Yelp. And I think this is fucked up because Yelp trying to save their ass. This is the thing that popped up on my phone. It says posting temporarily blocked. This business recently received an increased public attention in the news, which often means people come to this page to post their views on the news rather than firsthand customer experience. As a result, we've temporarily disabled the ability to post content about this business. Read more on Yelp. If you're here to leave a review based on firsthand experience, blah, blah, blah. Anyway.
What a bullshit.
Yelp is trying to save their ass because these motherfuckers were getting like just slammed, and I'm pretty sure I'm going to find a way to go on Google or something. I fucking want everybody.
Yeah, they'll have it on Google.
Everybody needs to go over there and 1-star these motherfuckers just for doing what they did.
I was there last week. I got glass in my shit.
Jed says happened here at an Olive Garden with local law enforcement and U.S. Marshals. Well, I hope y'all don't eat there anymore, Jed. And I'll like everybody likes breadsticks, but fuck
yeah,
them.
Robert, I'm with you. Fuck their business.
Yeah, exactly. Anyway, there's Yelp's crap right there. I think I got one more last video.
In downtown San Francisco,
well, it's like even it's like me and the wife and stuff. We own companies. You know what? There's certain opinions I have to shut the fuck up about. If I got a client sitting there that, even though I'm a former cop, and they start talking about bad, fuck the police and Trump's a racist bastard, I just shut up and smile.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, yep, I'm just gonna take their money. It's business. Shut up and do it.
This next video I have is in San Francisco also. And this, I think, happened like 2 or 3 days earlier than since before Jesse and them decided they didn't like Popo. And look what happened to this guy. And as far as I know, he's not anti-law enforcement. I'm not sure, but look, Hilda and Jesse, look what's going to happen to you.
In downtown San Francisco will likely now be delayed after the owners say thieves broke into the business, stole a whole bunch of equipment, furniture, and to boot, they apparently threw a big old party inside.
Go figure.
These people had a party inside this man's
was set to open
restaurant.
Early next month.
I'm just going to fast forward this long. But look, he was set to open in
front and back. They covered nicely so that people from outside.
If you're watching live, they taped up his windows.
Scene, taped covered glass windows at his newest restaurant, Ramen Hiroshi, planned to open early next month in San Francisco on Pine and Kearny Streets. However, that grand opening is now in jeopardy because of what Bomia found inside beyond the shielded windows.
People came in. I suspect at least 30 to 50 people minimum based on the border of beers and cans and waters and
They broke into this man's restaurant before it was open and had a fucking party, like 30 to 40 people.
See, where he needs to shine is come out and say that all law enforcement eats free in his restaurant.
I don't think they can do that in California, but at least give them a discount. Watch, they're going to show a clip of inside the restaurant. These even people put up bathroom signs for the party they threw, so the patrons of the illegal party inside the broken restaurant knew where to go.
What the fuck?
People get sick and throw up and stuff like that.
Bomia says thieves smashed their lockbox and then broke into the restaurant on Saturday night 2 weeks ago. He says he quickly realized that the burglars stole some of their equipment and furniture and apparently hosted a large underground party in the space based on the trash and vomit left behind.
We're very much upset and we are angry.
Signs were also posted up on the walls letting partygoers know where the bathrooms are located. He
garbage
says the
bags.
place reeked of marijuana.
At least they were using the bathroom and it reeked of weed. Got that
And they stole our main cooking bit.
skunk
smell.
Carrying,
But anyway, I just wanted to throw that one
don't get me
up
wrong.
there.
As far as like people B&E and looting and all that shit, that was a pretty clean example. Okay.
I'm saying though, but Hilda, y'all have fun with that. Like I said, they went to, the cops can come in, without their guns or off duty. I wouldn't eat at your restaurant. I hope nobody eats at y'all's restaurant.
I ain't gonna lie. I would have a very slow response if something did happen.
Robert, just hold on. I actually have that on here. It's down on number 7 on my list. So hopefully I had that video. I think I'm gonna have it on there too. Yes, we're gonna have the wig robber also on here. See, don't be messing with people's hair. That's all I got to say. But anyway, this San Francisco place. If I worked for San Francisco PD, I hope all them guys that are down there let everybody, all the other cops know not to eat there, and I hope all the police supporting people do not eat there. And when they do, if they do, well, robbing places, and I think in California is legal now. So, but when you have people like dine and dash on you and all that stuff like that, don't call the cops. Don't call the cops because they're going to have to come and take your report with guns on. So don't call nobody if you get robbed, or if I don't know, like they do in California places. I mean, they like to burn shit down and stuff just because when your place is on fire, don't call the fire department. You don't get to call. Do not call 911.
Do not come.
Yeah. Hilda and Jesse is not allowed to call 911. They have to call BLM, and they're going to come and they're going to handle their stuff there after they probably eat and leave for free. So don't call 911 though, Jesse and them, because y'all
and
fucking.
That's wild because that place has like one of the highest cost of living rates in America.
Yeah, y'all suck. Be woke, go broke, go out of business. That's how I feel about it. Fuck y'all. Fuck them. So if you're able to get on Google or something like that, go find them, see if you can, and leave them a raving 1-star review just for their refusal to serve people because they have guns on. So fuck them.
Let them know how much we appreciate them.
That's what I said. I think stealing shit in San Francisco is legal. Is legal. So I mean, you don't have to pay for anything there. So
right.
Anyway, we finished talking about that. That story pissed me the hell off. I'm just saying, made me very, very mad. You see how mad I am? It did. I was livid when I first read it. Oh, did that one already? It's okay. We took care of 2 of them already. Anyway.
Yeah. Are they supposed to be in order?
Well, most of them are. Now we are. We're in order.
I got one. My very top one says something about the state carries out massive.
That's the one we're doing now. So if you wanna start, I'll let you. Since I did most of the talking on this one, I'll let you read on this one. You can read with the guy to see your face, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm just making sure if you can read still. I didn't know if it.
Yeah. I'll just have to open my eyelid with my my tongs.
Okay.
Anyway. Jesus. State carries out massive contraband crackdown prison in the wake of WBRZ reports. Sir, relax. You're stirring your cup and the ice is jingling in the microphone. Yeah, like that.
But it's delicious Elijah Craig whiskey that you left in my house.
Yes, it is delicious. St. Gabriel, myriad of drugs, cell phones, and homemade weapons were among the contraband seized by corrections officers during a sweep, early morning search of a Elon Hunt Correctional Center.
Elaine Hunt.
Yeah, sure. In Iberville Parish. It comes in the wake of several WBRZ investigation unit reports detailing problems at the facility. I wonder if this is where all them TikToks come from, where they all have damn cell phones.
No, I don't. I don't know, but I'm surprised that they found. I don't know how many weapons.
Oh yeah, we're about to go over it. Here's the detailed list. The Department of Corrections said they found 100 cell phones during the search of the prison. Around 3:45 a.m. Thursday, guards also uncovered 60 shanks, homemade beer, and several kinds of drugs, including marijuana, ecstasy, and crystal meth. The following items were found: 1 pound, 1 pound plus 4.55 ounces of marijuana.
That is a lot of weed to stick in your ass.
Yes, it is. 5.45 ounces of synthetic marijuana. That's that shit that makes you lose your mind.
Got that mojo.
Yeah. 6.75 ounces of crystal meth. Jesus. 6 ounces of ecstasy pills. 38 Suboxone strips. I don't even know what that is.
They're not
23 sheets. 23 sheets of synthetic paper marijuana. 77 assorted pills. 4 packs of rolling papers. 3 packs of cigars. 2 scales. And a homie. And never mind. 60 homemade weapon shanks. 100 cell phones. 60 cell phone chargers. So these bitches be sharing.
Because 40 people couldn't charge their shit.
Exactly. 3 SIM cards out of all those cell phones. 29 cigarette lighters. 3 gallons of homemade beer. Do they not have corrections officers here? How the fuck do you hide that much shit? On Wednesday, WBRZ also reported on the suspicious circumstances surrounding a fire at the prison last month. The investigation unit obtained a recording of a 911 call between prison staff and emergency dispatchers in which Ellen Hunt supervisors asked for police not to show up. The fuck? Department said roughly 130 officers participated in the search on Thursday. About 200 inmates were also drug tested as part of the crackdown. Holy fuck.
The only thing I got
do they never have turnouts?
The only thing I got to say about that is it seems like it's a party in prison.
Yeah, I mean, like, I don't do drugs and shit, but holy hell, dude, 3 gallons of fucking...
They had 3 gallons of fucking homemade beer.
Hell, they almost had 3 pounds of marijuana. That's like a garbage bag.
And all the fucking drugs and all that stuff, I think somebody, personally, to get that much shit in there, you have to have a free man that works there bringing that shit in. There's no way There's no way they smuggled that much shit in through visitation and stuff.
I would say whoever the supervisor is that requested not to send police officers, that dude is in charge somehow.
I don't know, but it's like that's a lot. That's a lot of shit. You know.
Are y'all's COs? Are they controlled by the sheriff or no?
No, that's a state job. That's a total different thing. They're not even under the state police. They fall under the Department of Corrections. So.
Yeah, sounds to me like that place needs to be rehauled.
Yeah, well, hopefully they are. I mean, that's freaking ridiculous that they found that much shit in there. I mean, when's the last time that they really do a big time thing? I mean, I worked in the prison system almost 30 years ago, and back in those days, we didn't have to worry about cell phones and shit. And they allowed them to smoke cigarettes at the time, so they had lighters, believe it or not. And I think they've outlawed all smoking and stuff in state penitentiaries and stuff like that now. So
yeah, now it's got to be that stupid e-cigarette or whatever.
I guess they have those. I don't know. But anyway, that's 3 gallons of beer, 1.5 pounds of weed, shit ton of pills.
2.5 pounds.
It was a party in prison right there.
And let's just discuss how friendly them inmates have to be, because 100 inmates have to share 3 SIM cards.
That must have been extra SIM cards they found. Well, I'm assuming. I think the other phones probably had SIM cards. Maybe that was just extra SIM cards.
It's possible, because I don't think that they'd all be connected to the Wi-Fi. Could you imagine the internet? I would hope tech support would catch that.
Yeah, you would think anyway, right?
Like inmate 7216 just lock in.
Remember, it wasn't. I don't think it was that at that prison, but remember not long ago I sent you that thing where they had them inmates that were live on TikTok.
Oh, yeah, people were sending them gifts and all
inside
kinds
of they were inside of their jail cell and talking to people live on TikTok. And
me and the old Iceman were in there trying to get them. We were like, hell yeah, we want to go to prison.
Yeah,
man.
where y'all at? I was trying. I wanted to call and get them busted, but
fuck yeah,
they never would say where they were at. So. It's freaking ridiculous.
No, all these chicks and shit were in there. Damn, he's sexy. Where you?
Oh yeah, one like, oh, when you get out, it's like, really. I mean, set your standards a little higher, girl. I mean, he's in jail right now, and I doubt he's gonna get a very good job when he gets out, especially by the way he's acting.
Oh, he's gonna be an entrepreneur, man.
Yeah, and he's gonna open up. He's gonna be a pharmacist. A street pharmacist.
Street pharmacist.
Yeah, that's how he ended up in jail in the first place. This next story, I did a lot of Louisiana stories today. Next story, I think I talked about the previous one. But anyway, it's a 14-year-old is convicted of murder in the killing of a Port Allen teen. 14-year-old. Now, we did a thing not long ago on the teens gone wild. I almost did another one, but some of the stories are old. It's crazy. These fucking kids.
Yeah, it kind of slowed down a little bit.
Really, really crazy. Anyway, I didn't put a picture up of this young lady up here. She's not with us anymore. She was a pretty girl. It's in Port Allen, Louisiana.
Pretty young lady.
14-year-old was charged with killing another teenager, and he was convicted of second-degree murder this past week. The unarmed teen, who now faces a juvenile life sentence, shot and killed Jasmine Woods, 15, at a Port Allen apartment complex back in May. Investigators said Woods wasn't the intended target, and she was shot when the gunman opened fire on the wrong apartment. Woods was hit multiple times when bullets came through her bedroom window. She later died in the hospital. Judge Tanya Lurie handed down the guilty verdict on Tuesday. All right, let's get this straight. Juvenile life sentence.
Yeah, it's like 20 years.
No, till he's 21. That means that's like 7 years. So he's basically going to do 7 years for murdering this girl.
Wow. Yeah, that's the new thing.
So he'll get out. He'll get out when he's like 21 years old. And
but see, that
if not sooner,
dad and mom to heal. And that's some shit like the day you're released from prison, somebody runs your ass over at the gate.
Well, he'll get out when he's 21 years old or something like that, and he can go live on his whole life, because he still got his whole life. This girl's dead because he wanted to go shoot somebody, and so fucking stupid he don't even know which apartment they live in. Going to shoot the wrong apartment and kill the person that he wasn't even shooting at, and he's going to get a whole 7 years for it. Might say, oh, juvenile life. Big deal. Why don't they, since he took another life, I don't care if he's 14, I can guarantee you this 14-year-old boy knew exactly what the fuck he was doing.
Yep, when he squeezed that trigger.
He knew he was going to kill somebody, and so to me, he should be tried as an adult and spend the rest of his life in prison. Forever. Never get out, because this girl is not going to be able to live her life, who was 15 years old. Her parents aren't going to get to watch her graduate. They're not going to get to watch her get married. They're not going to have grandchildren from their daughter or nothing else like that. But he's going to be
their world might just be shattered.
But Mr. Dumbass who shot and killed the girl, he's going to get out when he's 21. He's probably going to go make a whole bunch of babies that he ain't going to take care of anyway. I mean, I'm just assuming, but
that's a sick bet.
I'm just saying he's probably just going to be a dirtbag the rest of his life if he don't get killed shortly after he gets out of prison, because he's just a piece of shit dirtbag.
Right. Like I said, I don't know, man. I little bastard 7 years down the road, and I know that his ass is getting out. I might just be sitting across the street in my truck. It's like,
well, I can guarantee you the person that he was trying to kill hadn't forgot about it.
Yeah, right.
Hasn't forgotten. So he might want to watch his back. They may have friends locked up in prison somewhere too. So he may want to be really careful why he's in jail. So
yeah, especially if it's a real well-known gang.
I think that's just a whole fucked up situation. Like I said, this kid, is going to be do a maximum of 7 years in a juvenile detention center, which is basically kind of a joke. I mean,
it's like having to stay in your high school 7 days a week.
Well, I mean, they just recently had 3 of them. Remember we talked about it, that attacked the guard and escaped and all this shit like that.
Yeah.
So it's not like real prison. It's like I don't know, a lockdown daycare basically. So
yeah, and like ours is out here in the middle of nowhere, but there's no chain link fence or anything. It's got doors.
So this kid basically he's getting away with murder, and I don't agree with it. I think he should have to go to prison for the rest of his life. Hello, Jennifer. I did. Yeah, I'm glad you appreciate my background. It's Christmas time.
I like it. I'm sitting in a recliner. You just don't see me.
This next story is also from Louisiana, from WBRZ. It's a lot of Louisiana story. We don't have any Florida mans this time. Do you want to read the one about the deputy constable? Because this one's all kind of fucked up too.
Did we not already talk about this one?
No, we had the picture up of when the day he got arrested. If y'all remember, I mean, this wasn't too long ago. This was only a couple weeks back or so, or last month. And they had I put a picture of him up, and he was smirking, and we made comments.
Holy shit!
We made comments about him smirking. Okay, along how the attitude he had on this case. If y'all don't remember, but anyway, this guy was a deputy, or he is a deputy constable.
Get this shit. Deputy constable arrested for domestic violence back at work, despite pending criminal charges. Wow. Baton Rouge, the WBRZ investigative unit, caught a deputy constable who is facing domestic violence with child endangerment charges back at work and armed with what appeared to be a weapon. Well, no shit. They don't just, give you a rubber. Never mind. Sources told WBRZ that Colby Burns was back working security at City Court. Oh, okay. Well, security's not the same. WBRZ cameras captured him briskly walking away as Chief Investigator Chris Nakamoto asked how he could be back at work with a pending domestic violence criminal charge. Constable Tarika Williams told WBRZ Burns is back at work. She said she was tied up and would call back. She never did. The district attorney's office said although charges are pending, they have asked for a domestic violence evaluations for Burns. The evaluation has not been completed. Video of Burns at the courthouse showed what appeared to be a handgun on his side. Those familiar with domestic violence cases said he should not have a gun until his evaluation is completed and charges dropped. Now, I can tell you in Florida, I've met a couple police officers that were charged with domestics, and we're still allowed to carry a firearm. That's not really a thing.
Well, I think if I may be wrong, but if my understanding is correct, I don't know if Robert's still on here or not, and also might know, but as far as I know, is that if you're arrested for domestic violence in Louisiana, you are not allowed to possess any type of firearm, period. Not even a hunting rifle. You have to.
See, it's like
you have to surrender all of those. So, if you're a cop, even if you're a cop in law enforcement or whatever, if you get arrested for domestic violence, you're not allowed to have a firearm or weapon. So, either if you work with somebody, now if they let him go back to work unarmed, working a desk or something, I don't see the issue with that.
But I want to know if he's working back in a police capacity or if he's in a security guard uniform.
No, he's a constable who's working basically as a bailiff and stuff at the courthouse. So he has arrest powers and everything, and he's armed.
Gotcha.
So he's working in a capacity, as far as I know, that I'm understanding, is his normal everyday duty. Now, personally, if they wanted to do it, they could have put him behind a desk in the office collecting fines or something, unarmed, and it wouldn't have been an issue with it. The problem is that he had a weapon on, which he's not supposed to have.
Yeah, that's true. That's kind of a slap in the face of the justice system.
He's not supposed to have a weapon on. Yeah. He shouldn't have a weapon on with the pending domestic violence charges against him.
Unless he's, trying to be innocent until proven guilty.
Chad said where he's at, it has to be an order of protection or a restraining order in place here.
Right.
If he runs, Jennifer, they've had constables for a long time. It's just
Yeah, because domestic violence down here for a regular civilian will stop you from owning a firearm. But you can still become an armed police officer with that charge.
No, but
there's an exemption.
Jed, well, I know what you think. No, I don't think you're wrong. Whenever he was arrested for it and when he bonded out, that's going to be, there's some kind of law, I believe, in Louisiana here that states that he can't, no one, I don't care, just him, just anyone, that, because I remember people that have gotten out of jail having to give up all their weapons and stuff like that. So it's part of their bond. It's part of their bond and stuff like that. So he shouldn't have been carrying a weapon at all. Like I said, he could go to work, do his job if whoever his the constable is, they put him behind a desk. The problem is he was carrying a weapon and stuff like that. Especially, we've had a lot of issues around here lately about domestic violence stuff and people bonding out, getting out of jail, and then going back and doing damage and killing the partners.
Yeah, he does
and stuff
that.
like
He's going to
that.
come back on the sheriff's office.
And like I said, if y'all don't remember, like I said, I don't remember. It's about a month ago when he got arrested. We talked about it, and I put a picture of him up because he had this.
He's a smug.
He had a very smug look on his face, like he didn't give a shit about it. Now, like I said, I'm not saying the man did it, but if he did do it and he had this smug look on his face, period. Like I said, he can still work in the office without a gun on. The problem is he has a gun on. So, and if it wasn't no issue about it, the constable herself, I'm assuming it's her, would have called the news people back and said, "Oh, it's this, and this." So they know they fucked up and they got caught. So, if he did it, like I said, I've said it 100 times, I can't stand me some wife beaters. There.
Well, it said at the very bottom, it says, let's see. The week of his arrest, Williams said Burns was placed on unpaid leave pending an outcome of his charges, and all of his equipment was taken away. It's unclear what changed for him to come back. But a source says the parish attorney's office conducted an investigation allowing him to return. So, in other words, they must be getting ready to blockade the charges.
Maybe they are. I'm not sure. But like I said, but as long as he still has the charges, he's not supposed to have a gun on, period. Until those charges are dropped, he's not supposed to have that gun on.
He's got dirt on somebody.
I don't know. I mean, but it is what it is. This next one here has nothing to do with law enforcement. But I saw this. I think I sent it to you. Not sure.
The beauty store?
No. I don't think I sent this one to you. Anyway, you're going to see it for the first time. This has nothing to do with law enforcement. If you're watching live here, you're going to get to see it. This shit's funny. This was from Louisiana also. And the way this guy's dressed is just as bad also. I'm like, you got to be kidding me, right? With this guy. So let's watch it. Here it goes. So here it goes. Here it goes.
I'm going to win this war.
Okay, whatever.
Oh, you got the tail raised.
No, we don't, Jacob. He ain't doing...
Got the tail raised.
Uh-oh. Okay, Jacob. Back up. You're good.
No, I'm going to get him.
No, please don't. I'm serious.
I got to get him.
Oh, my God. Look at him.
He's going to get
Hold the shit.
Oh, I hit the wrong thing, but I want to start it over. But anyway, this man here is going after a skunk. There's a skunk under their mobile home.
Oh, he's gonna get fucked.
And you see, if y'all are watching live, you see how he's dressed. He looks like a fucking Klansman. I don't know what the hell he's wearing. He just.
I'm gonna win this war.
Look at him.
Okay, whatever.
Oh, you got the tail raised.
No, we don't, Jacob. He ain't doing...
Got the tail raised.
Uh-oh. Okay, Jacob. Back up. You're good.
No, I'm gonna get him.
No, please don't. I'm serious.
I gotta get him.
Oh my God! Look at him.
Just shoot it.
Hold the sheet up so he can't see you.
Well, I gotta be able to see.
Oh God!
But the guy,
I
look
see
at
him.
him.
Oh, he's got his tail raised so bad.
I can't see.
I know.
You can't see because you got a garbage bag
you.
on your fucking head.
Jacob, what do we do?
He's got garbage bags wrapped around his feet, and so he looks. Oh, man, this dude looks like
Yeah, this is not going to work. I told you to put it in a different place.
First off, that skunk's going to go the other way.
My God.
It's going to be so bad.
Oh, he stinks so bad.
Is he spraying right now?
I don't know, but he stinks. Yeah, he's spraying.
He looks at it.
Oh, it stinks.
Look how he dressed. He looks like.
Come on, dude. Let me just move you. I'm going to give you a new home.
Oh, he's spraying.
Oh, he got hit?
He got.
He is spraying as we speak, man.
Oh, God, he stinks. Oh, God.
Oh, it's in a cage?
I don't know what he.
What the fuck?
Oh, he stinks.
Y'all see how he's dressed, though? It's the way he's dressed.
I tell you what, the black family next door would not like him right now.
No, if they walked out, didn't know what was going on, and seen him, they would. I guess. Oh, I bet you he trapped it. He trapped it in a live trap, is what he did. That's why it's in the cage. That's a live trap.
All right, I can't go no more.
Okay.
If anybody's listened to the audio, please go back and if you want to see that and watch that video on here. It's at around the 43-minute mark. And
that shit's funny.
This guy looks like he's got a plastic bag or something cut out on his face with eye holes cut out in it. And
exactly, Jed.
He looks
reminds of Django.
He looks like a fucking KKK guy. And he's like out in his yard, bro. They like, if somebody was just driving past, they'd be like, the fuck is that dude in a Klan outfit out there for?
Hopefully he never runs for political
office. Oh my God. And then, I mean, I'm sorry. It being a skunk, and if I trapped it like that and I knew what it would do, I'd have probably just shot it at a distance. I mean, Peter can come after me or whatever, but I'd have probably put around it because, like I said, they're going to spray you. And if anybody don't know what skunk spray smells like, it is horrible, and you can't get it out of your clothes. This dude's probably going to smell that shit for the next month.
Man, I worked in the hood for 8 years. I know what it smells like.
Just as I can't see out of my fucking eye hole. Like I said, the audio people, if you go, like I said, it was around 43 minutes. If you get a chance, go to YouTube or on Facebook and watch that little part of that video right there. It's freaking hilarious. It's also on YouTube at Viral Hog. Just how I spelled one word, Viral Hog. The video's on there also if you want to go watch it on there. But I just had to throw that on there because I saw that and I was like, the fuck, this dude's dressed up like a damn Klansman. The
worst part is, like, it's mostly not a plastic bag. So, like,
yeah, I don't know.
Like, suffocating.
I mean, what's that thing? You can't fix stupid, right? You just can't do it. You can't do it. This next one, I had the video on. This is also Louisiana story. Like I said, Louisiana was all up on it this past week. This is the one Robert brought up. Aaron says, my dog got us both sprayed when she was a pup. Was in my sinus for a month. Correct. You can't get that. You can't get that skunk smell out at all. No. It's fucking horrible. It's horrible. Anyway, this next one's one Robert. I don't even know if Robert's still here or not, but it's a woman. It's in Baton Rouge, WBRZ again. Woman fires a gun inside of a beauty store after employee confronts her. I got it on video. I'm trying to use. I'm using a different thing on here tonight, so bear with me on this one. All right, it looks like it's working so far.
Harry's a bear. That's why Santa Claus loves him.
Anyway, this is the video of it right here.
Get expert information from local professionals. Go to WBRZ.com and click to the pros.
Good evening. First tonight, a brazen robbery. The thief caught stealing expensive wigs at a beauty shop turned out to have something else in her big bag.
She pulled a gun and fired it when confronted by the shop owner. News 2's Bess Casserly has the video you have got to see.
The shop owner says he was shocked when the seemingly innocent-looking young woman pulled a weapon over a single wig.
Hey, don't move. Don't move.
A Baton Rouge beauty shop owner confronting a woman he watched steal a wig on his extensive security system. Realizing she damaged one of them, he asks her to pay or he'll get the cops involved.
She flipped. She pointed the gun at me, shot at the ceiling, and then pointed.
If y'all saw that, it looked like she actually tried to shoot him and didn't have control of that gun and just missed. I mean, I don't know.
Good for him.
Watch. I'm going to try to rewind it a little bit just to see. Watch when she fires that gun. It looks like she's trying to shoot him.
Or he'll get the cops involved.
Watch when she pulls this gun out.
She pointed the gun at me. Watch. Shot at the ceiling and then pointed it right at me, and that's when I
think she was trying to shoot at him and missed.
I just took off. Then she went back to the counter.
I don't know about
hopped
the
on
first
counter,
shot, but I can tell you the one after that was definitely at him.
Dropped back, and
she went back and stole more wigs.
Here, and literally standing right here, and she stood in front of the register.
Then she jumps on the counter and got 2 blonde wigs, and then she goes and tells the poor lady behind the counter and gets her to get some of this other hair back here.
And she asked.
Well, at least she's going to be disguised well.
Well, yeah, I mean, her face is completely on this camera here.
You know, to give her all the bundles.
Those bundles worth up to $120 a piece.
Yeah, and them shoes are fucking hideous.
I didn't know hair cost so much. That shit's expensive.
Oh, yeah.
That shit's expensive. I'm in the wrong business.
And he wasn't going to let her get away
Yeah, this is real people here.
with more merchandise.
Back there, I heard her say that I took a shot on the ground to scare her off.
I'm getting wrong. I pay $120 for something in charity.
The owner just said that he took his gun out in the back and shot into the ground and scared her off. So now we got more bullets flying around.
Yeah, but his bitch came back, right?
Exactly that.
No. After he shot, he just fired the warning shot. You see, she runs out the door right there, and the employee runs right here.
The thief scared away, and the employees.
Well, that's a good picture of her right there.
Yeah, somebody needs to give him a gun
left
safety
shaken.
course.
Yeah, right.
If you're going to shoot at the suspect, not the floor.
Because she's already done fired at you.
I thought she
Oh,
was
God,
gonna pull the
she's
trigger
ugly.
and hit me in the back any time now.
Look at the way her
Luckily,
cheeks,
no
her
one
mouth,
injured.
and her nose just
The
like
wig-
extend forward.
It's high quality and expensive. Each costs around $500.
$500 for
human
a
hair
wig.
wigs, and the length that she took, it wasn't a really short length. It was a very long wig.
They'll be going to the party
She knew
store
what
and
she
get
was
them
doing.
plastic ones.
Not only getting away with his
$19.99.
property, but also leaving behind damage, like the bullet
Oh,
hole
she
in
broke
the
the rule. She
ceiling.
grabbed the wig.
Last night, due to the heavy rain.
No, she shot up and the bullet went through the
I mean, it's a pretty big hole. It started leaking like a waterfall over here.
I could rock one of them blonde wigs now, I'm telling you.
Police say the suspect got away in a dark-colored vehicle. If you have any information, call BRPD. Michael, Sylvia.
Anyway, that's that. Don't be over hair. It's crazy. He forgot to shoot a wig off.
For a fucking wig.
It's crazy. That was just completely insane. When she pulled that gun out, he's like, she don't like she was like limp wristing. So, but she definitely fired it. He's lucky he didn't get hit and get his brains blowed out over some fucking hair. It's crazy. I think people have completely lost their damn minds.
In the past 2 years, I will 100% agree with you.
Completely done lost their mind.
It's a whole different world, dude. We all went to bed one night. We woke up in the fucking Twilight Zone.
Well, I think
Swear to God.
They need to fix the Matrix. It's glitching. It's glitching real bad.
I wish it was the Matrix.
It's got to be something.
You get all kinds of cool shit.
No, it's got to be something. Yeah, most of them do. She, I guarantee you, she wasn't carrying that gun legally. It's probably a stolen gun. Well, they got a damn good picture of her on there, and I see her getting caught before long. Somebody gonna turn her in. They'll catch her.
Old Jed said most women use limp wrist, and that's not wrong.
So,
it all depends on your level of training.
Yeah, well, I'm sure she didn't go to a concealed carry class.
I would bet to venture that as well.
This next one here is another. This is another update. I don't know if y'all remember this guy or not. This fella right here. Y'all recognize that picture? If y'all used to watching live feeds, you may recognize that picture right there. That fine looking fella right there. I don't know. I don't know if it's a fake guy or not. He's not very good. He's kind of scary looking.
Oh, hell yeah.
He looks like he needs a bath. Anyway.
Jed wants to ask you a question.
What? He said, no, they do.
No. Well, what's your question, Jed?
Give him a second. He's got to type.
Oh, yeah, we can go on reading and then come back to the question after.
Anyway, another WBRZ pit story. Anyway, this guy here, if y'all remember, here it is. If y'all notice, shit has went upside down and fucked up after the eclipse a couple years ago.
Yep.
I guess so.
I sleep for shit for weeks after that, and everything completely went upside down.
I told Bam earlier today we were talking. I said, it's just like upside down world, completely upside down world. It's like everything's just crazy. Anyway,
everything's wrong. Everybody thinks is right, and everything right, only a few think is wrong. It's fucked up.
Anyway, this guy was branded the Christmas Bandit. Him, not unlike the juvenile that killed someone, the Christmas Bandit here just got sentenced to 109 years in prison after he robbed a delivery driver at gunpoint. Livingston Parish, a man who robbed a UPS delivery driver at gunpoint December 20th of 2020 was sentenced to 109 years in prison Tuesday.
Good.
Jeremy McDavis, 34, Popeye, as you see on the screen up there if you're watching, was found guilty of robbing a truck driver making holiday deliveries in Livingston Parish. According to court documents, deputies chased McDavis until he crashed his car into a ditch. Livingston Parish Sheriff's deputies found packages and a gun in McDavis's car. I wonder if McDavis eats at McDonald's and eats a McRib. I don't know. Just a lot of Macs.
Delicious.
Along with a small amount of heroin. Oh, I would have never guessed he would use drugs. I mean, he looked like a Rhodes Scholar in this picture right here. Judge Charlotte Foster said McDavis was a career criminal who had just gotten off parole earlier in 2020. I mean, he was celebrating with an armed robbery. He was celebrating his release off of parole. McDavis was sentenced to 104 years for the armed robbery with a firearm, 5 years for aggravated flight from an officer, and 4 years for possession of heroin. The sentence for heroin will run concurrent. So, anyway,
and he must not be from over there in Livingston Parish, because I mean, I drove all over that place when I was up there, and he looks more like a Baton Rouge gentleman.
He might be. I'm not sure. I mean, Popeye right there. And anyway, he what's funny is this man, being a career criminal, I'm sure he has a very long rap sheet. They didn't say what it was. He got 109 years in prison. So basically, he got life. He's not going nowhere. I mean, how old is he? He's 34. Yeah, he's done. Even if, let's say he does pop for parole in about 60 years or so, he'll only be, 94. So, yeah, he's done. But he committed an armed robbery, and that carries up to 99 years in Louisiana, obviously. But unlike the 14-year-old that shot and murdered someone who only got 7 years for taking a life, that's what I think's fucked up. I mean, I believe this. Trust me,
Obama.
This man right here, Popeye. And if y'all want to see why I'm calling him Popeye, you have to go look at the picture of him around 56 minutes in on this podcast tonight. You'll see why I'm calling him Popeye. He's definitely a Rhodes Scholar. I think he was getting his Bachelor of Science degree from.
I think he got stung by a bee or something.
Hard Knocks University. I don't know what he did. He looks like 8 cans of shark shit, Jen says. Anyway, that's him right there. We're going to start moving on. We might not get to all the stories tonight. We're slacking. Oh, I'm slacking. Anyway, pull a picture of him now. Let's see what we got next.
We're going to do the purge?
Yeah, that's next. You can go ahead and read that one.
That's fucked up when this happens. All right. It's like purge. LA Police Union head warns tourists away from city. When your police union says, please don't come here, you'll get robbed. Stay the hell away from that city. LAPD Chief Michael Moore, which is hilarious, disagreed, saying robberies are still down 13% compared to 2019. A police union leader had strong words on Tuesday about the state of crime in Los Angeles. Jamie McBride, head of the LA Police Protective League, warned tourists against visiting. That's just a picture there. Yeah, that place is up armored now.
You sounding bad.
Oh, I'm sorry. I had my finger over the bottom of the phone. Can you read now?
Yeah, that's better.
Okay. Yeah, the whole having to read it off my phone. We can't guarantee your safety. It is really, really out of control, McBride told CBS Los Angeles. I said it to people before. It's like that movie Purge. You know, instead of 24 hours to commit your crime, these people have 365 days to commit whatever they want. McBride is referring to the 2013 horror film where all crime, including murder, is decriminalized 1 day a year.
That's a horror film?
LAPD, what's that?
That's a horror film?
You ain't never seen The Purge?
Yeah, I thought it was an action thriller.
I mean, yeah, I did too.
Obviously, it must be a documentary for some of these woke cities.
I was hoping it was going to be a documentary, but it never happened.
It's a documentary for these woke cities.
The police chief said it's not out of control. It's not a spiral that we've lost control over. Moore told reporters, it is important that we not have a sense of acquiescing or just lackadaisical approach to this. We're calling out the severity of it. McBride told Enology and Moore's reassurances come on the heels of several high-profile smash and grab robberies. On November 22nd, a Nordstrom in Los Angeles was ransacked, putting retailers and shoppers on edge. Police arrested 14 suspects connected to the retail robberies last month, but all have since been released due to a zero bail policy placed in effect during the pandemic, according to the new report. Moore admits that robberies are up 5% compared to last year, but said the rate is still about 13% lower than 2019. I believe...
That was 2019. We're in 2020.
Yeah, right. Exactly. I believe tourists coming to Los Angeles are safe. Certainly as safe here as any other portion of the country, he said. No, maybe safer than Chicago, maybe others safer than New York.
Portland.
But no. But that's nuts, dude.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously...
They could go eat at Hilda and Jesse's and don't have to worry about the cops.
Yeah, but see, to be fair, they're fluffing the numbers. Because just like they just said right there, he goes, no, it's down 13%. Okay, well, if you're dropping the fucking charges every time they get to the jailhouse, that's not going to be a stat anymore.
No, I know. It's stupid. But I thought it was kind of funny that the police union guy said, hey, tourist, you might not want to come here because we can't guarantee you're going to leave. Or if you do leave, you might leave with less shit because you're going to get robbed.
Yeah, I wonder how that works, too. Are you allowed to do, like, tourist...
advisories? I don't know.
No, like tourist robberies? Like, can we do, like, a vacation package where I go to L.A. and
get robbed
and hit up, like, a Gucci store and just rob it and then fly back to Florida?
That's not robbing. That is looting, and that's okay. Baton Rouge, I think last year or something like that. This past year, the Baton Rouge City Union, Police Union, did the same thing, saying like, how dangerous the city was. And of course, the police department didn't like it much, but they did the same thing not too long ago either.
Yeah, yeah, it sucks to know that your area sucks, but unfortunately, it's not usually the chief of police's problem. It's usually the legislator and shits.
Yeah, most likely. All right, we're going to speed it up so we can get it in, because I definitely got to get the last one. This last one is just, the second to last one is just a little short one here.
Seems like a good story.
State trooper whose picture sharing a meal with a homeless woman went viral was fired recently. This is off of, this is off of Law Enforcement Today out of Boston, Massachusetts. Go park the car. In May of 2016, Massachusetts State Trooper Luke Bonin, then assigned to the state's Dartmouth Barracks, shared lunch on the side of the road with a homeless woman in Fall River, Massachusetts. A moment captured in a viral Facebook post on the department's Facebook page. The photo was titled "A Selfless Meal, a Conversation for Two." This photo captured a moment rarely seen by the public, who more often sees images captured in the moment in a time when an officer is perceived to be doing something wrong. I mean, the guy sat down, had a meal with a homeless lady, and had a conversation with her. It's funny how yesterday's heroes have somehow become today's scourge. With Bonin being informed he was being fired by the Commonwealth of Massachusetts. What is his crime, we all ask? Surely it must be something, really bad. Violation of policy, beating up somebody, farting in front of somebody that stunk really bad and hurt their feelings. And, he let out methane and he's a hazard to the environment. No, he was not fired for that. It says, the Commonwealth was left with no other choice than to terminate this trooper's employment. Not so much. Bonin is being fired. You ready? I need a drum roll.
Oh, what the fuck?
Somebody's reading ahead. Bonin is being fired for refusing to subject himself to the ouchie Fauci. That's right. He don't want the ouchie Fauci. Like thousands of other police officers, firefighters, medical personnel, and others, Bonin is being ejected from a career he no doubt loves because he refused to get the ouchie Fauci, which is still in the experimental phases, authorized only under the emergency use authorization. In this case, Rhino Republican. What happened to my story?
Charlie Baker.
No, it just slipped over to a whole nother page.
Yeah, it says the Rhino Republican Governor Charlie Baker, who is rumored to not be running for
re-election. Yeah.
Good.
He wouldn't have a prayer of getting the Republican nod anyway. Ordered Bonin and others like him to be terminated. To make matters worse, Bonin is being forced to drive his state-issued cruiser to a barracks, turn over his badge and his gear, and then find a way home, according to one trooper. He's a great guy. They're ordering him to bring his cruiser and gear to a barracks to be relieved, then get a ride home, rather than them go to his house and take it. Apparently, this is a modus operandi in which the Massachusetts State Police are treating their longtime troopers. In another case, Trooper Jonathan Mcclure was relieved of his badge and equipment at his home in front of his family based on a Facebook post he made. He had honorably served the state police for 10 years without a single blemish on his record. This was done in front of his wife and 4 children. Baker, of course, doesn't go out and do the dirty work himself. He leaves that to the leadership of the state police. Remember 18 months ago when the police and other first responders were called heroes for serving the front lines?
Yeah, now we're all dirtbags.
Now we're all dirtbags. Anyway, they fired him. You know what? If I was Mr. Bonin, I would say, you know what? Come get it your fucking self. I ain't bringing shit to you.
Exactly.
Fuck you. This man probably gave him, he don't look like a super young guy or whatever. Don't say his age or how long he'd been there. But it looks like he's been doing this a long time. I mean, 2016, he, that's 6 years ago or so? 2016.
Yeah. And he was a master sergeant then.
So he's probably been there a long time. They're going to fire him, which I think most of all this mandate crap from the government has been kind of shut down from the courts, if I'm correct.
Yep, and they're going back and allowing people to sue the hell out of him.
This man's getting fired for something that he shouldn't be fired for. So it's fucking sucks. That just tells you, I ain't never been to Massachusetts. I doubt I ever go. It sounds like their governor, whoever this is just one stupid, fucked up individual. And I hope he gets the guy syphilitis on his face. and I hope the herpes infested Santa Claus, after he leaves Harry, sits on his face.
Well, he can have it.
I don't know if he gets fired if he loses his retirement or not. It depends on. I guess it depends on if he's vested or not.
Yeah, if you're vested, it don't matter. You just, whether you fire or quit, you just goodbye.
Aaron, unfortunately, people like me and you and a whole bunch of those people that listen on here, we vote to try to get rid of them. It's just you got too many fucking idiots voting, or they got, I don't know, the secret mail and stuff they do. But until people start, opening their eyes and seeing what these people are doing,
you go back to paper ballots that are hand counted.
They're going to be putting them in. They're going to keep putting them in office. It's fucking ridiculous. All right, let's get this last one out the way. Since it is in the title, I'll let you read it. It's from The Guardian, so hold your horses. Go figure how this story goes.
Oh, no, it's going to be brutally honest.
Yeah, totally honest. Anyway, it is about, if y'all don't know, the lady that Kim Potter, who accidentally shot Daunte Wright, thought it was her taser and accidentally shot him. Her trial is going on right now.
Yeah, that shit was wild.
You want to read some of that?
Absolutely. Daunte Wright's killing, ex-officer Kim Potter violated her training, says prosecutors. Well, they're prosecutors, not cops. Prosecutors cast doubt on Kim Potter's claims. She thought she held a taser. She had years of training, but got it dead wrong. The suburban Minneapolis police officer who killed Daunte Wright violated her training and betrayed a 20-year-old kid. Well, I guess he should have fucking ran. When she shot him with a handgun instead of a taser during a traffic stop. A prosecutor told jurors Wednesday. Prosecutor Erin Eldridge began her opening statement at a former Brooklyn Center office, Kim Potter's manslaughter trial she's even going for the lesser, by telling jurors that a police officer's fundamental duty is to protect the sanctity of life. No, it isn't. That's an EMS person. She also said Potter had received extensive training, including in risk of firing the wrong weapon. This is exactly what she had been trained for years to prevent, prosecutor Erin Eldridge said. But on April 11th, she betrayed her badge and she failed Daunte Wright. No, okay. First off, she wouldn't have even had a weapon drawn if he wasn't extremely resistant and trying to flee. So that right there is out the fucking window. Yes.
Did she make it? Did she fuck up? Yeah, she fucked up. She made a mistake.
She fucked up, but he ain't exactly a 9-year-old little child with a lollipop.
But if he wouldn't have been doing what he was doing, wouldn't have been in a situation anyway. And for
That's
her to
like
say,
tasing a dude with a pacemaker and getting charged with
for
murder.
them to saying she violated her badge or however how they word that.
Yeah. She betrayed her badge.
She didn't betray her badge. The lady made a mistake in a high stress situation, which people do. We're human. Cops aren't robots, and you know what? She made a mistake, and she's gonna pay for it. I guarantee this woman wishes things would have been different, and she didn't mean to kill this guy. It was a mistake, but violating or betraying her badge. Oh, this fucking...
Yeah, if she would have been a lot more quiet after she did it on the body cam, but instantly when she heard that pop, she goes, "Oh my God, I shot him!"
Yeah,
like you could tell that was pure shock.
But this ADA or whoever DA, whichever one it is, I know they're doing their job and they're trying to paint the worst picture possible and stuff like that, but worded a little bit different. This woman spent 20-something years of her career protecting people like you. And I'd love to see this ADA put in a high stress situation and see how she reacted.
Shit, they'd probably fuck around and accidentally shoot themselves.
So the bad word, I think it's just totally bad wordage on it.
Oh yeah, and then let's see, Potter, 49, is charged with first-degree and second-degree manslaughter in Wright's death in Brooklyn Center. Potter is white and Wright was black. Why the fuck does that matter?
Well, yeah, why? Well, this is it from The Guardian, so go figure. Look where the story is coming from.
The former officer who resigned 2 days after the shooting has said she meant to use her taser on Wright after he tried to drive away from the traffic stop as officers tried to arrest him, but that she grabbed her handgun instead. Her body camera recorded the shooting. Defense attorney Paul Ng said during his opening statement that Potter made a mistake, but claimed Potter had to do what she had to do to prevent a death to a fellow police officer. That might be a stretch. Prosecutors argue that Potter was trained explicitly about the dangers of avoiding deadly mix-ups. But you don't have a fucking choice. We trust them to know wrong from right and left from right, Eldridge said. This case is about an officer who knew not to get it dead wrong, but she failed to get it right. Jesus.
Yeah, this woman here.
I bet you this case has got to be brutal. Ng argued that she made an error saying police officers are human beings. And he appeared to cast blame on Wright, saying all the 20-year-old had to do that day was surrender. That's all he had to do.
Dude, he just gave up. We wouldn't have had all this shit.
Yeah,
and
put his hands on the steering wheel, done.
And, well, he ran back into the car. If he wouldn't have tried to jump in the car, I mean, he would have all been done. He'd still be alive. Also, This is the same case, I don't know if y'all are aware of that supposedly this self-appointed St. Floyd, he's St. Floyd's nephew, self-appointed, not by blood or something like that. But they've intimidated this judge enough where she wasn't going to have it televised. Now she is having it televised, and there's all kind of fucked up shit that they are like. They're just like trying to intimidate people and everything else to get the verdicts they're trying to get, and it's just a bunch of fucked up shit. But this lady here, just choose your words. The woman made a mistake. People make mistakes. I guarantee you that fucking district attorney is not perfect. I'm sure she has fucked up shit before in her life. You put most people in high stress situations, and let's see how much you can fuck up. Like just as nobody understands the position, which is true. Go watch untrained people go through scenarios, and they fuck up every time. You're correct.
Oh yeah, the scenario shootings.
Yeah, you're correct on that.
Yeah, those are something else.
But anyway, we can see where this is going.
Yeah, and unfortunately, she's gonna get completely railed like Chauvin did.
She's gonna get convicted of probably a charge that's probably too high. I mean, I don't understand on some different states that they got first degree and second degree manslaughter. We have manslaughter, second degree murder, first degree murder, stuff like that. So I don't understand the degrees of it. I mean, here it would be like involuntary manslaughter. I mean, she didn't mean to kill him as accidental, so it'd be involuntary manslaughter, which you should go to prison for. She cost this man his life, and she shouldn't have made the mistake, but she did. But for this lady saying she betrayed her badge and all this other bullshit like that, she's just trying to manipulate the jury with her words. But that's what her job is. It just aggravated me. We'll see how it goes.
It's only 10 miles away from Chauvin, so the same shit we discussed on his case, how they charged him with every single type of premeditated, every single type of murder, all that shit. And I'm like, how do you charge people that many charges?
I don't know how they do that. So, but anyway, we'll see how that goes, and once it's done, we'll get a verdict. We'll talk about it too on here. Also, we know I think she's gonna get railroaded.
Oh yeah.
Like I said, did she fuck up? Oh yeah, she fucked up. She has to pay some kind of penalty for it. Yes, she should. But I think they're gonna railroad the fuck out of her. Give her way more than.
Yeah, they'll probably try to get life.
I agree with you, and I don't understand how you can charge somebody 3 times for killing one person. It's with 3 different charges. It's you only killed them one time, so I don't make any sense to me either. So, not going to forget the hot nuts this time. One piece of bad news is I'm not using the same hot nuts music because I went and was looking on my YouTube stuff and I was getting some copyright stuff, and that was one of them. So I went and found some copyright music. So y'all just gonna have to sing or whatever to it. But let's take some.
We just have to be like hot nuts.
Everybody
loves some nuts. It's real nuts.
Well, we got to vote first before we sing it.
Oh.
So I'm voting for the restaurant because they just pissed me the fuck off.
Yeah, they fucked up.
Hilda and Jessica or whatever restaurant can bite my fucking hot nuts is what it is. So that's my vote. I'm going to give it a minute. Y'all go ahead and vote on here if you're in the live feed. Then we'll do it.
Yeah, restaurant fucked up worse than everybody.
Yeah. So, and also remember to go like and subscribe. Come back. I don't know if it's gonna be. It's gonna be sometime this weekend and go like it on Facebook. Follow us. I don't think it's popped up on YouTube yet. I'm still working on it. But follow us we do those live Liberty Freedom Whiskey podcasts.
While they're doing that, did you see where they just came out and named that kid that did the school shooting a terrorist?
Yeah,
they downgraded the guy that drove his car through the thing to an incident.
Yeah, that was a motor vehicle crash. The car was involved in a crash. It's a Decepticon, and it was totally in control of itself. But yeah, they charged that kid with terrorism. It's fucking crazy. But you can run over 50 freaking people, and that's just an incident.
It's an incident. It's a thing that happened.
Yeah. So I guess we're nuts. Looks like we're going with the hot nuts for the restaurant. Let's see.
I've got nuts for sale.
Here it is, right here.
Yeah, you were singing that song about Harry's nuts on.
Yeah, we got
Santa Claus.
Hilda and Jesse wants to suck my nuts. Got sap on their head. Put my nuts in your ear and give my taint a lick. I don't know. We got to write something.
Oh, there you go. We still got the hot nuts.
Anyway, the hot nuts is here. Just a different fucking tune with it. But that restaurant definitely needs to be just fucking gone.
That was a naughty truck.
Piece of shit. Yeah, it was a bad truck. I mean, Decepticons are very evil. If you don't watch Transformers, you see Decepticons are bad.
Yeah, especially that big silver one. The yellow one's my favorite.
Yeah. They just shot 3 kids in Oak Ridge with terrorism today. Jesus Christ. I mean, what's up with the terrorism shit?
It's because let me guess, they're white and suburban.
It's fucking ridiculous. Anyway, I don't know what I'm going to be doing. I'm going to put something out this weekend also for Motor Cop. I don't have any guests lined up. You may just get some short stories from me, and I may just talk about some news stuff. I don't know. The ones when we talk about the news get higher downloads anyway. So Sunday will be something. One away. It won't be live, but I'll do something. I say it's not going to be live. You never know what I might decide to do.
He'll wake up and be like, I'm in the mood. Let's do it.
Yeah. Like and subscribe, share, and remember to watch your partner's back, watch your back, and remember to smile because the Iceman can always be behind you.
Have a great night, y'all.
Until this weekend, y'all come see us on the other podcast.
A lot of fun.